Welcome to Roll For It. It's a D&D podcast of random monsters and epic adventures.
Each episode, we will roll a D100 to determine which monster we will encounter.
This season, every monster is woven into a tale set at sea. Yarr, matey.
We also level up every episode, so our characters will get to test out cool new magic and abilities as we face tougher challenges.
Whether you're brand new to the game or a D&D veteran, thank you for tuning in to
Roll For It.
Well, we are back.
Oh my.
Let's start over.
Yeah.
Welcome to Roll For It.
Do not.
Wait,
Season
can we all
3.
do it together?
Welcome to Roll For It.
Season 3!
Episode 4.
Episode 4, level 4.
Episode 4, level 4, that's right. Who are you folks? Let's do a real quick around the table.
Oh, yeah. I'm Lee Royal. I'm playing a moon elf named Kanar. He is pretty awesome. He's an archer, and he's looking for his adventure mark.
Who else we got?
Hey everybody, I am Kelsey. I'm playing Mo, and she is a tabaxi rogue who just is trying to figure it out. And by it, I just mean everything. She just needs to figure it out.
Hey everyone, I'm Lexi. I play Euphoria, and she's a little dark, little tiefling, a little bit of artificer, and she's just trying to escape some bad people, and she's trying to get her wish.
And I am Jake. I'm the dungeon master, and I will be playing these monsters and stuff that we roll up. So we'll find out what that's going to be in a few minutes here. What did everybody get when they leveled up?
Just some ability points,
Yeah, I didn't get anything.
There.
Yes, the level 4 ability points. Those will pay off, I promise. They're not as exciting, maybe, but they pay off.
I got +1 on my wisdom, which was necessary.
Wise guy. Wisdom and what else?
Constitution?
Yeah, I feel a little bit more constituted today.
Oh man, I'm so constituted today.
This is a show where we roll a D100 every episode, and then we encounter that monster. Last episode, we encountered...
We had the tabaxi.
Yeah, the Tabaxi
From
Pirate,
New York,
the Jack of
Tabaxi
Hearts.
Pirates.
This episode, we rolled a 56, and that is blank. We'll mention it later. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you love our show so much and you want to support us, join us on Patreon.
We have a whole new tier on Patreon now.
Please tell us more. Tell us more.
So the Guild of Guardians, you get 2 bonus shows. Not 1, but 2.
2.
That's twice as many. Last episode, our crew encountered a collection of ships gathered at a secluded dock for their annual Tall Water Games. It was an epic fest of drunken gambling and more. After a challenge by a childhood acquaintance, the Jack of Hearts, Captain Mo, along with her able crew, Kanar and Yue, have become the proud owners of a new ship, the Adventurer's Mark. Now they are well on their way towards the location across the ocean, where the genie in your magic lamp has assured you it will be able to unlock its power and grant you 3 wishes. First, you'll have to sail the wild sea, passing along your way famous ports from the 4 great nations of the Southern Isles.
Yeah, we have a boat.
The Adventurer's Mark is a sloop. It's a small 2-level sailboat. For sleeping, there's a captain's cabin at the aft and a crawl space below deck.
It's called a sloop.
I like it.
Yeah, that's the type of ship.
I would rather have it just be called sloop than Adventurer's Mark. Like, that
Yeah,
is
if
a
I had known
much
it was a
better word.
sloop.
The Adventurer's sloop. Where do you guys sleep on this boat?
Because there's
I'm
one
in a-
room, and then
Kanar's in the crow's nest with Durbin. We're hanging out.
Durbin's on the crow's nest.
Yeah.
This would be an appropriate time to say somehow DM Jacob has given Durbin the stat block of the panther.
Durbin's a panther in season 3. Let's just get over it. Move on.
Yeah, we don't know if it's a curse. We don't know if it's just like if you believe in yourself enough, you get what you want.
Yeah.
But he climbed up to the crow's nest. Moving on.
I'm probably in captain's quarters. That's probably where I slept.
Below deck, they have like those sort of hammock things.
All right, yeah, Mo's in a hammock.
The next morning comes. Mo's really the only one that's fully aware of where she's at because she didn't really have anything to drink.
I wake up before the other 2, and this is like such a weird experience for me. And I feel bad because Kanar's mad at me. So I'm going to try and make breakfast for everyone. So I chopped up some nice little salami chunks, and I put it on a plate.
You turn around and see Durbin is right there waiting for his.
I just give Durbin the rest because he looks like he's a growing boy.
I feel like I'm so hungover, I probably barf a little. But before I go and open my door, I decide to work on one of my inventions. I'm going to be working on my homunculus serpent.
So as an artificer, one of your infusions is this homunculus servant. So you take something small like a gem or a minifigure, and it becomes the heart, and the body of this thing forms around it like a little creature. So what does yours look like?
I've been working on the blueprints of this combat corgi. Right now it's a minifigure, but eventually it'll do some pretty good things.
Like a dog?
It's a dog. It's kind of a dumb invention, but I like it. So you
No, I like it a lot.
Okay, well, there was no reaction. You both looked at me like I just like farted.
And Kanar, you wake up too. You're at the crow's nest.
I want to sharpen my blades while I'm singing a shanty.
Oh, here he goes.
Don't follow the path of the blind, misstep for glory and fame and riches.
Opa.
Won't know when he'll turn right or left. The water is up to their britches.
Woo.
Deeper and deeper the crew will march. Deeper and deeper they'll go. Deeper and deeper they'll never stop. Deeper and deeper they'll go. Hey, that's a song of betrayal. Just want to let you know that.
He calls down to Mo, who's hearing the music.
Okay. I hope your knives are nice and sharp. I'm gonna go somewhere else now.
Oh shit, that's what happened last night. You're mad.
Yeah.
You kind of suck.
I
Shh, loud noises. Do you have coffee? Kofefe?
No, I don't have any cough. I have salami.
So grateful for the salami. Thank you. Namaste.
You don't have to bow to her.
You know what, kid?
I jump up and I grab the side of the sails and I just swing all the way down out of the crow's nest and I land super cool. And I look up at her, drop my bow. You call me a kid one more time.
Okay.
Oh,
whoa,
God,
whoa,
the
whoa,
drama.
whoa. I put my hand over his quiver and I'm like, not today, good sir.
Mo's just like full back arch, hair up.
Both of you put your weapons down right now, or I'm going to spellcast you out of your freaking brains.
And this is where the season ends, when the three of you kill each other on board the ship in episode 4.
I take my sword and I rip part of his shirt as I walk away. And my tail just kind of swishes back and forth and like a sassy fuck you.
And I rip open the shirt.
Oh my gosh. Kanar, be better than her, please.
Yeah, be better than me, Kanar.
Shut up.
You hear the cabin door open. You see a dude.
Okay. I pull out my like little knife.
Yeah, definitely pull out my rapier.
Opens his bow again.
So this dude who walks out, he's got a red bandana, a Santa's beard, and like the classic red and white striped pirate t-shirt.
So it's just like a dude in a pirate Halloween costume.
He's holding his hand up to block the sun. He's like, "Oh, coffee?"
Mo, didn't you sleep downstairs last night?
sorry, who
Did
are
you
you,
not see
sir?
this man?
I was very tired.
Are you guys still pointing weapons at him?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
100%. I haven't
Kanar
put
is
this thing
aimed.
down.
He's there.
The name's Burnt Bill.
Burnt Bill?
Burnt Bill.
Why were you on our ship?
Jack of Hearts told me to be. It was his ship then. Now it's yours, I guess. So I'm just a crew member. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to make repairs.
Mo, where's the nearest port? Let's drop this haggard thing off.
Are you the captain?
I think so. I don't know.
Headed to Ordenton.
Yeah, you familiar with it?
I know the waters of the wild sea quite well. I can serve you as a navigator till you fill out the rest of the officers.
It would be nice to have another sailor aboard, actually. Okay, you can travel with us as far as Gamoons. And I take out my claws and just like, do not lay a finger on any of these idiots.
I'll man the jib.
And you, Mr. Grown-Up Adult Man, stay out of the way until we dock.
Yue goes over to Kanar. There's a nice song you sang earlier.
Thank you.
Kanar, stop trying to hold my hand.
I'll stop trying to hold your hand if you
It just
stop
was one song.
smiling about it.
Shut up.
Over the next couple of days, Mo is like feeling back in her element for the first time in a long time. She's getting to work with Bill to pull the sails and just pretend like I'm saying lots of like sailor stuff because Mo is a great
I'm
sailor.
truly sorry for like the real pirate fans out there that we're trying our
Because
best.
like I did do research for this pod. All I'm gonna say is that Mo is an expert sailor and she doesn't have time for your shit, so she's not gonna describe what she's doing, but she's doing lots of sailor stuff and steers us towards the next port.
Smaller coastal towns become larger and more frequent. Finally, you see it. Ordenton, the first major port that you're passing on your way east. It's the impressive capital city of the mostly dwarven kingdom of Balasia. Towering stone structures, carved from the mountainside, murals and sculptures everywhere you look. Countless docks extend out into the water, with ships lining up and squeezing it. Your stomachs growl as the scent of fresh-baked buns and savory pies reach all the way to the shore. So you guys pull in, and a dwarfish woman in a military uniform approaches with a clipboard, a sack of coins jingling on her belt. How many passengers?
Let's see, we got 4 and a donkey panther.
What's your purpose in the city?
We just need some grub.
How long will you be staying?
No more than a day.
Where are you heading after?
We're going to the kingdom of Monrethia. Rethia. I don't know how to say it. You name my kingdom, not me.
I didn't name your kingdom.
No, you. We're heading to the kingdom of Monrethia.
Wait, are we?
Shut up, Kanar.
15 gold pieces, plus 2 for each day's worth of rations. Bread and cheese, eggs, dried meat. If you'd like, you can get some chickens from the market to take along with you. Fresh eggs certainly help sustain a small crew like your own. She looks at you, Yue, and her eyes linger for a moment, and she says, "Could you take your hood down, miss?"
That's a negative. Can you take your shoe off? No. Such silly questions we have. But I will give you 20 gold, and we'll call it even.
And she collects 20 gold from you.
You two both owe me so much money.
Bill says, "I'll be with the ship.
What?
I'll be with the ship.
Sorry, one more time?
I'll be with the ship, Captain."
I don't know. Just let him. That should be the title of this episode.
I'll be with the ship.
But just spelled how Jake is saying it.
I'll be with the ship. You guys head into the market then?
Yeah. Okay, what do we need? She said something about eggs.
Well, she said you could get chickens. That's not like your mission.
I know what to do. I see a meat shop. I think it's called Bob's Butcher. It's great. They have some Bob's burgers. They have some Bob's bacon. I create a bag in this moment. I take out some tools. And I infuse this visionary place into my bag where I can always grab a piece of meat only once a day from Bob's Butcher. Thank you, Bob's Butcher. I will leave 1 coin. I will dock 1 coin from me. Kanar!
Hi.
Do you want a piece of bacon? I took it from the butcher. You can give it to your panther.
Thank you.
Are you proud of me? I called it a panther.
Very much so.
Mo's just kind of walking around. She's feeling nostalgic because this is similar to the place that she grew up. And she sees some kids playing. They look kind of hungry. I try and take some bread to give to them.
So, Mo, you toss some bread to your little kid friends.
Mo was trying to do one good thing all season, and you made it creepy. One good thing, and you had to ruin it.
You keep walking back towards the port, and pause when you see a familiar face through the crowd. It's a very well-done drawing of Euphoria's face on a wanted poster.
What? Shut up. So I'm going to weave my way through the crowd. I take a quick glance around and make sure no one's looking, and then I rip it down. I look at it.
It says, Euphoria is wanted for regicide. She has assassinated the king of Monrethia, and there is a 10,000 gold reward for her capture or to bring in her body.
Well, I fold it up and I put it in my pocket, and then I see another one a couple blocks down. I take that one and I kind of crumple it up and throw it into the trash and take down as many as I can before anyone, including Euphoria, sees them.
And you guys have like reconvened at the dock, about to head towards the ship.
Saw what you did for the kids.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go. We gotta get going.
Aye, Captain.
I don't even turn around. Mo just keeps walking, but she kind of smiles to herself. She just doesn't want to let him see.
And you guys are back aboard the ship. You got food. You grabbed some of those pies. Do you guys have some chickens on board now?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
No. The chickens would have a better life not on a boat. Free range.
Okay, you
they're
hand them
gonna get
back and they get their head
Mo,
chopped
no
off
matter
immediately.
how
Oh my
much of
god,
a
they're gonna get
vegetarian
murdered?
you are.
Yeah.
Mo disappears for like 2 minutes, and then she comes back with 7 chickens in her arms and just walks onto the ship.
No, we only needed 2. We have to
This
figure-
one's Henry.
Oh my gosh.
Durbin pounces on one.
Devin, no.
Put it down.
we need it.
Put it down.
But Bill, make us go. Make us fly. Ship go. Move.
Hi. 2 days later, you're really getting the hang of the ship. You're resting well, the sky is clear, and the sails are full, so you're making decent time as you enter the wild sea and adjust your course for further south. Bill approaches you, Mo, while you're at the bow of the ship, and he says, "Storm coming."
Says who? It's beautiful outside.
Name's Burnt Bill.
I know, dude. You told me.
Used to serve Jack of Hearts.
Bill, I know. We've been over this. I thought we were friends, dude. Do you remember my name?
Storm's coming. Tonight, nearing midnight, Kanar takes the helm, scanning the dark horizon for anything of interest. The water is calm and the wind is gentle. Ahead you spot it, a light in the sky. It's impossible to tell how far off it is, but it spans the entire length of the horizon, like a glowing pink and blue and yellow cloud.
No, that definitely does not look
It
good.
almost resembles a sunrise, except that it must be 6 hours early.
It's 6 hours early. That is not anything good approaching.
Visibility lessens a little as the colorful fog surrounds the ship.
I probably should have said something by now. I run directly back to the captain's quarter and I bang on the door to wake up UA super loud.
Because
just
she gets the
knocking
captain's quarters.
on the door. UA.
No,
UA.
not me.
UA.
No one's here.
UA. You might want to come out here.
Why?
There is something approaching.
Is it?
Pink fog. I can't see nothing.
It's perfume. I guarantee
I'm
it.
gonna need your help.
Go wake up Mo.
All right.
I will go back to sleep. See you later.
I sprint towards the stairs. Mo, it's a thing. Something's happening.
What is happening?
Mo, as you stir, you see that there's this fog, and it's sort of crept even below deck now.
Okay, I leap out of bed. I run to the captain's quarters as fast as I can, and I knock on the door and I say, UA!
When you knock on the door, you don't hear a response. You have fallen back asleep.
10 points.
And this fog creeps into your nostrils
Asthma.
until you start having a nightmare. In this nightmare, you enter a dark room, and you find King Oygrin lying on the ground. He's not moving, a puddle of blood beneath him. In the reflections of the blood on the floor, you see the shape of your head, your horns. Your eyes are glowing with a strange white light, and you're smiling. A torch lights behind you, but you cannot move. Instead, you see the reflections of 3 men entering the room. They approach slowly. The largest of them is now close enough that you can see his face. Your father, and his voice booms out. What have you done?
I didn't do anything. This isn't me. This is you. This is all you.
You still can't move. Your mouth is making the shapes of the words, but it's coming out barely as a whisper.
Please listen to me, please. This is...
UA!
The shadowy figures behind you are getting taller.
UA!
I didn't do anything.
And then finally, I just pick the lock. Which,
Oh, sure. Make a thieves' tool check.
15.
You jimmy with the lock, and then you see Yue stirring in her sleep and muttering. You also, as the door opens, see something for a moment as it disappears under her bed.
UA, you have to get up now.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
UA.
UA. You should...
I stand up and I just start hitting things. Like, I'm shaking. And I'm breathing really hard. And I'm like...
Hey.
Why are you both in my room with...
Hey, it was just a dream. But there's something in here, and so we have to leave now. And I pick her up and put her over my shoulder and leave
I don't
the
like
room.
being picked up.
Kanar, let's go.
You got it. And Kanar slams the door behind him.
You swear you hear another scuffle from inside, just a very quick little scraping sound. And then you guys hear from right behind you, monsters be here.
Can you put me
It's
down,
a
Mo,
little
please?
late to
Yeah,
tell us.
Thank you.
Bill.
Hey, leave Bill alone, okay? You guys have your little friendship. Bill is my best friend. Bill, continue with what you're saying.
Monsters be here.
Bill, can you fight?
Pulls out a scimitar, but I'm not going first.
That depends on your initiative number, Bill. Also, what's with the smoke, Bill? Do you know what's with this fog?
Fog is the Fae.
What is the Fae?
The Fae is the fog. You guys can make an intelligence check to see what you know about the Fae. It can
I'm
be
pretty- I'm
history
pretty
or
smart.
arcana.
I'm an idiot, but I'll do it. I got a 4.
I got a 16.
I got a 20. When he says the Fae, I totally know what that is. It's,
Yeah.
what is
So you've
it?
all heard of the Fae. It's a world that mirrors the regular world, but the more magical fairy version of it. And Mo, with your nat 20, the Fae can be crossed into by accident. Like sailors will tell stories about how they cross into other worlds moving through these mystical storms.
Okay, you guys, listen. My old sailing teacher told me once that there's fogs like this that come from the Feywilds, and they can make you see things and go weird places in your mind. So first things first, go put nose plugs in Durban and every single chicken's nose. I don't want them going crazy.
I pull out my COVID mask. I coincidentally have 2 extra ones, and I hand them to Kanar and Mo, and I'm like, sorry, Bill, I usually only carry 3.
Bill doesn't need it. He's seen some shit.
Oh.
All right, Bill, my next question. These monsters that you're talking about, what's in that room? What are they?
It'll smell your fear.
Okay, what do they look like? What should we be looking out for?
Look out for your life.
Bill is very
Bill.
All right, I think I'm done.
He's your
with
best
Bill.
friend.
That's
He's
so
doing great.
dramatic. So it craves fear, so we need to draw that out in someone.
Well, you're afraid of water.
Fuck you. Someone go pull Durban's tail. Billy boy.
Why are we trying to draw it out when we can just ambush it in?
Are there any windows into this captain's quarters?
On the back, there are.
So you guys keep it over here by the door.
Yeah, think of something scary.
And I'm gonna creep around to this back window.
So you'd have to go down over the back rail. So you're just going to dangle.
And I have to be as calm as possible, because if I act super afraid of the water, it's going to be more attracted to me than the guys over at the door.
Kanar, be afraid of something. What scares you?
I don't know. The Alep. I was scared of that thing. Death.
Yeah.
Death is a thing. Oh! I got it. Moo.
What are you doing? Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm a bull. Like,
What do you mean
'cause a big bull.
Yes.
With
Why is
horns.
that? I
It's-
have horns.
No, okay.
Am I scary to
A
you?
dinosaur.
Boo!
What about that was
Boo!
very scary.
Scared.
I am terrified.
As they're trying to scare each other, I really carefully use my claws to kind of scale the side of the ship, and there's water below, and it's going to be fine. Everything is fine.
Mo, when you reach the window, you hear the shattering of glass before you see this giant lobster-like claw shoot out through the glass right at your chest and grab for your neck. Through the broken glass are these 2 white eyes glowing right up near your face.
Okay.
Roll initiative, and you guys can roll too.
I got a 4.
I got a 6.
16.
Mo, you're dangling off of the deck of the ship, and there's a broken window separating you from this creature in the captain's quarters. And as the moonlight creeps in through the back window, you see the creature, like a huge insect with long fangs, sharp pointed mandibles, and antennae that reach out and slide across your face. This is a meanlock, this crazy insect creature, and it psychically messes with your mind to bring out your fears. It has this ability called Fear Aura, so make a wisdom saving throw for us.
It's a 3.
You have disadvantage on everything you try while you're within the line of sight of this thing.
And it's attracted to fear. How does my imitation thing work? Could I imitate the Alep that we ran into?
That's so cool.
Maybe? Why?
I'm not going to tell you. You can unerringly mimic the speech patterns of a creature that you hear speak for at least 1 minute.
Okay.
I start whispering like the Alep, loudly enough for Kanar to hear me. Don't touch my treasure, don't touch my
Shit,
treasure.
we have to deal with an Alep now too? I hated that thing.
That's
thing
the
almost
Alep?
killed you.
Hold my hand.
No, I don't want to hold your
Just hold my
hand.
hand.
I don't want to hold your
The
hand.
thing killed me twice.
Oh, it's so sweaty.
They're very afraid right now, so the monster wouldn't be right by the window anymore, right?
Another creature just like the one right in your face scurries across the room and starts scraping at the door, trying to get to them.
There's 2
And as you
of
see it
them.
walk the other way, you see that it's actually small, maybe like 3 feet tall.
But the one that reached for me is still by the window. It wasn't fooled.
Yeah, it's still right there. You can't get closer.
Damn it. So I very carefully reach down for my rapier and then stab it right between the eyes.
Nice.
Disadvantage because you're frightened.
I had a 20 and a 7, so I guess a 7.
Your rapier comes in and deflects off some of the hard plate insect armor. And as you dangle, it's going to be Kanar's turn next.
Kanar is still kind of freaked out about the potential Alep that is on the ship.
Alep aboard!
I open the door, having one of my swords drawn.
This creature jumps out at you.
Oh, Ray of Frost, baby. Yeah, right. He's in the air. I'm about to throw the rays at him.
Okay, make an attack roll.
11.
You real quick try to react, but you just miss
Yeah.
as it continues to run at you.
Guys, we have to beat something. We never beat anything.
Today is the day.
I'm gonna try.
Durbin, pounce.
Durbin pounces, but it rolls out of the way, avoids the bite, and is standing now between Kanar, Yue, and Durbin.
Perfect. Thank you for opening the door. Really great that you conversed with me and that we had a plan.
I'm gonna do a backflip to create some space because I like looking awesome. But in midair, I connect my short sword back to my bow.
Ready to go.
I'm ready to go.
Yue, this aura of fear ability that it has strikes to the heart of you with this terror.
Fear check. I rolled a 20. I'm not afraid of shit.
As I'm backing away, I'm fumbling in my pockets for something I've been working on. It's my combat corgi, fully armored, fully metal plated.
Fully loaded.
Pitter patters up to this evil being with his tiny little legs. Goes for the foot. Nyam, nyam, nyam. 3.
We're doing great.
Dexter, you're doing great.
my
All right,
God.
He
team.
goes for
No
a 3.
one has hit. Not a single one
So-
of us.
I've
You
been
guys.
rolling really poorly today, guys.
So Daxter bites his hardest, and the creature looks down and just... It's the bad guy's
I'm
turns,
gonna
y'all.
cry.
Yeah, I did
Overall-
not like that.
We could have had a better first round, I gotta
Oh
say.
my God.
Why don't we just go again?
The mean lock is going to strike Durbin with 9 slashing damage.
Oh my God.
Durbin, make a Constitution saving throw. What do we
Oh
got?
my God. It's a 1.
He just kind of like falls over to the side on the deck. He's paralyzed. And then Burnt Bill is gonna show up.
Burnt
Save the day.
Burnt Bill is gonna run up
There
at this
she
thing
is.
from where Durbin just fell with his scimitar raised and swing.
If Burnt Bill's the only one that takes this entire round, I swear to God. I love that man.
Just enough to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God for Bernie.
The scimitar comes down, slices at one of the creature's limbs, and it takes 6 slashing damage. Meanwhile, inside the cabin, the other mean lock right next to Mo leaps out and tries to claw at you again, and you swing to the side.
I'm going to swing back around, take my rapier, and shove it between its eyes.
Here we go. Here we go. Get money. Get money.
12.
Not enough.
What the hell? Okay, so as a bonus action, I'm going to help Kanar, which grants him advantage on his next turn.
Normally, it would only work if you're right next to him, but a mastermind can help from like 30 feet away.
Kanar, its weak spot is not between its eyes. I have been very unsuccessful stabbing it there.
I'll aim for the neck.
That's my boy.
So I draw one of my arrows from my quiver and I take aim. I'm going to shoot an arrow to the back of its neck, the nape, if you will.
Hells yeah.
So you shoot right through the captain's cabin and at the mean lock in the other room.
But before I release, I'm going to also cast a hunter's mark.
So it's got this outline around it.
Boy.
Yes, that has to hit.
You're gonna roll the extra hunter's mark damage.
Yeah.
The creature turns away from Mo and towards you.
I go about halfway up in the crow's nest ladder.
I decide to use one of my many potions that I hang upon my waist. It's just a bunch of grease that I have gained from, I don't know, moving the ship around, gears, whatnot. So I slick my looby grease all over the cabin
Okay.
where the
You know, you have to sleep
feces-
there later.
I don't care. I don't care. It's my grease, you know? Each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Hey.
Nice.
So I know I didn't do any damage, but it's going to hopefully help. I
Yeah.
told you guys I'm a support character.
sounds good.
Don't touch the floor. It's a little greasy. I put my lube on it. I'm so sorry.
Got it.
Okay, I'll just stay out here.
And now it's Daxter's turn, right?
Yeah.
Is he in the grease?
Yeah.
He falls prone. Daxter's like, oh my gosh, it's grease time! And like rolls a
Rolling
little bit.
around.
I guess it's back to the bad guys. They're both going to try and keep their footing. This one swings at Burnt Bill. It has disadvantage.
So at least you guys have that.
Bill just deflects it with his scimitar.
Kill Bill? I think not.
Like, when did Bill get hot?
The other one is going to swing at Mo and miss yet again.
We're gonna miss.
And that's it for the bad guy's turns. Bill is going to make another attack. For another 7 slashing damage at this creature, the scimitar just lodges partially into the thing's skull. Some blood sprays straight up. Bill just goes, After the creature is struck in the head, it falls down and crawls backwards into the corner just right inside the door.
Back in the grease?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on a freaking mission. I'm going to take my rapier and I'm going to try and stab it between its eyes.
Do you want
Again.
to go inside the ship?
No,
No, because there's grease.
You like it out
there's
here.
grease everywhere.
Okay.
I'm going to succeed.
If at first you don't succeed, try twice more.
17!
Hey!
It's a hit. Roll damage with the rapier.
That's 10 damage, so.
Oh my god.
So the creature that's got an arrow right in the back of its head and now a rapier stabbed
Directly between its eyes.
directly between its eyes.
Yeah.
It is barely still alive.
Still alive, but I'm barely breathing.
Okay, now I'm going to get my ass inside.
All right. The floor is lava. The floor is greasy, looby lava. How do you do that without getting slippery?
I go feet first, and I use the top of the window to swing myself onto the bed inside the captain's quarters. It's a 16.
All right. So you land safely on the bed.
I'm still aiming at the highlighted one with the hunter's mark.
Absolutely.
I draw my arrow back
Okay.
and I say, with vigor.
And you can see it clearly, even though it's still a little bit foggy in here.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead.
13 total.
It's not going to be quite enough.
Mother
Your
Fisher
arrow
Johnson.
just breaks through a piece of the glass that was still intact and drops into the ocean. So Durbin's going to see if he can be unparalyzed, fighting off the poison from the claws.
Come on, Derby.
And he does so. So you see Durbin, your panther mule, get to his feet.
Durbin, retreat next to UA.
Perfect. I'm like, hey, Durbin, what's up? I'm going to throw a firebolt. And you guys were so distracted when we were getting stuff from the port. You didn't notice that I picked up more hot Cheetos. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss some of that hot Cheetos and oops, one falls. Daxter sees this. He's like, ooh, know what I'm going to do next turn. I toss it up into the top of my furnace-like staff and it boils and goes dangerously cheesy. I got a 19!
Okay, you're gonna hit with the 18. A firebolt flies past Burnt Bill and into the shoulder of this mean lock who stumbles in the grease and goes.
Perfect. And then on my bonus action, which this is my last spell, so y'all better finish this shit up, I decide to heal Durbin because I'm nice to him today.
Bad guys are up. So Mo, the one right next to you, it goes to attack again and falls right on the floor. It crawls towards you, gets to its feet, and can
It looks
only
a little
barely reach
sad.
you when it attacks with disadvantage
Poor guy.
and misses you.
He misses me, but I feel kind of bad for him, so I act. I'm like, oh no, you got me, but I didn't really take any damage.
And as it seems to celebrate its hit, it falls down again, and it's going to
my
end its turn
God.
on its back. For as hard as these things were to hit, they're also not putting out much damage on you guys.
All we needed was a little grease.
Needed to grease things up.
I'm gonna look at my little friend who I just was like kind of vibing with, and I let him like think he hit me, but I'm gonna just take my rapier. Sleep well, friend. I don't know. But I'm not gonna stab him between the eyes. He's had enough. I'm just gonna stab him in
Mo,
the
will
belly.
you kill this thing already?
You get to roll with advantage
like
because
him.
it is on the ground.
16.
Okay, so roll your damage plus sneak attack damage.
And I got another 6. So it's 19 damage to this poor guy.
So you stab it directly through the heart. It reaches its claws up instinctively to try and slash at you, but then
I
it just
hold his
freezes its
little
claws
hand.
in place.
It
As
says,
he goes.
Mama.
Some of the poison from its hand,
Oh,
from
no!
its claw, just leaks into you. Your hand sort of falls asleep a teeny bit, and then this thing just dies.
Okay, bye.
All right, Mo.
Yeah, Mo!
One down.
I'm gonna jump from the bed against the wall, push off the wall with my back legs out the door so I don't step on this grease.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
that's hell yeah. Parkour shit, your cat.
And you manage to just get over the grease and then roll up to your feet.
Bonus action. Hey, Kanar. This one's behind the door, so now you get advantage.
All right. Now that the green light
So the
has...
thing is, you don't see the highlight there.
What?
Why can't I see the outline? Hunter's mark.
You don't see it.
I'm going to jump to land on top of the cabin's quarter where Mo was just at. And I just peek in the window to see where this thing is at.
Because you have Hunter's Mark on it, you absolutely should be able to see the outline of it, but you don't. You see the crevice behind the door, and there is nothing in it.
Mo, It's not in here.
No, it's behind the door.
I'm looking right through the window behind the door.
It's right there. I am going to go. If I walk back through the door, the whole captain's quarters is covered in grease, right?
Pretty much.
I pick up a mop and I start.
I think you can like dispel it.
Okay.
It's magic.
Mr. Clean told me that if I rub my head 3 times, my spell goes away, and I
Lexi's
pretend I'm bald.
A walking brand ambassador. I want to make it clear that Lexi does not get paid for any of these brands that she just throws into this podcast.
I rub my head 3 times and I go, Mr. Clean, and it's all clean.
So then
Grease
I
is gone.
march through that door because Kanar has pissed me off. Close the door a little bit and look behind it.
Yeah, it's empty. There's nothing there.
Oh. I swear, it was right here. I saw
Well,
it happen.
I kind of believe, like, the other one wouldn't just disappear.
Look under the bed. Someone look under the bed.
I'm not looking under the bed. You look under the bed. It was your
Mo
idea.
gets down on her hands and knees and looks under the bed.
You do have dark vision, but when you look under the bed, there's just this black hole beneath it.
If it's in darkness, maybe it disappears.
Turn on a light.
You guys, it's trying to scare us, I think. Which maybe we should let it scare us, because if we were all afraid, it would be here right now, and then we could finish it off. We were really close to killing it.
I already did the fear thing. I don't need to have another nightmare.
That's
What
what
was
that
the nightmare
was.
about? Think about that
I'm
thing
not going to
again.
tell you about it. No. Wait, let's send Daxter in. It'll be fine.
If Daxter dies, he just turns back into that
To my
gem.
minifigure, and then he can come back tomorrow.
I activate my spell, Speak to Animals.
Mo ties the rope around Dexter's little tiny corgi waist.
Kind of fat waist, because he's a big boy.
He's a little chonk chonk.
He's a big chonk. And I set him under, and I go under. He looks back at me, nods very valiantly, and patters under the bed.
Does he crawl in all the way?
No, he's just half.
You guys see half of Corgi sticking out from under the bed?
Gosh, maybe we should have sent someone who can talk.
Oh, you can talk to animals.
Oh, what a crazy idea,
And you
you
already
guys.
cast
I
your thing.
activated my...
Talk to him.
Yeah, talk to him.
Daxter, what do you see?
It's really dark down here.
Do you smell any of the grease that was on the mean lock?
No, there's no floor here.
What?
My paws go right through it. If you stick your head through it, it keeps going. The dark tunnel.
Tell him to go through it. Is that
Ask him
okay?
if he's comfortable to go through.
Guys, do you not want to lift the bed up?
We should just lift.
We can, if we can see it, and then
Wait, do you think
Daxter
we lift
can't
but,
get
but no,
stuck?
I think you're right about the dark.
I think it's dark because behind the door was dark and
Yeah,
under the
yeah.
bed is dark. So if we lift
Yeah.
it up, then the tunnel will disappear.
Okay, should we not send the dog down there and put ourselves down there instead?
I'm gonna go a little further.
He would.
Dax
all right.
makes a
Daxter said he's
decision.
going a little further.
There might be food down here.
Go ahead, Dax. Do your thing, babe.
No sticks. Boring.
You
Just
like
keeps
those?
going. You guys are just like feeding more and more rope.
You can't see anything at all? This is
Yeah.
where the thing lives. So if we want it to come out, someone has to be afraid. And I'm really sorry, Yue, because I actually really like you. And then Mo is going to pull that flyer out of her pocket that she found this morning that has the wanted on it and just hold it up to Yue and say, I found this earlier.
I don't know if fear is what it's definitely dread. Like literally me, like my heart went to my stomach.
What you see is your face, the exact correct shade of purple on this wanted poster. You are wanted for regicide, for the assassination of the king of Monrithia. There's a $10,000 reward for your capture or for information that leads to your capture, or to deliver a body, bring it to Baron Burgess of Cameron, your father.
I didn't do this.
I don't know. I just found it.
I don't feel fear. I feel shock. I feel betrayal. I didn't do this. He did this. He is the murderer of this. Why do you have this?
I found it in the market. I don't know. I'm sorry. It was stupid. I thought it might scare you.
I take it from you and I rip it. This isn't true. And this is exactly why I left the kingdom. This is exactly why the king told me to leave.
We've all done bad
I
things.
haven't done this.
Who is this king?
He's kind. He was a good king. He was the only good king. He's the only good person I've ever known. Meanwhile, you two are trying to just scare me, and this is what you do? You are a horrible human being. You're not even a human. You're a horrible cat.
I don't know. Maybe I was trying to scare you, but maybe I was also a little scared. We're traveling together. We don't really know each other, and you're wanted and that you killed someone? And
You don't know me. You do not know what I've been through.
So
You do not know the abuse, the torment. If I could have been a carpenter, I would have taken it. If I could have sailed the seas, I would have done it. But no. Anybody who puts me through anything, pain, I will destroy them. And no cat or boy will keep me from that. And no, I did not kill this king. I would have never hurt him.
Yue, you look down and you see that Daxter has emerged from the hole, sensing your stress. Down at your feet, just like shaking, trembling, and putting a paw up on you.
He's asking if you're okay.
And then you hear a little scrape in the ceiling, and you guys look up and see two white eyes. This meanlock is just sprawled up in the corner of the ceiling in the shadows, and it leaps down to attack Daxter, who is trembling with fear.
I take my dagger and I raise it to just stab this thing in between the eyes. Ooh, and I got an 18.
All right. So the thing is very bloodied as you stab it right through the bottom of the jaw.
Daxter has a turn right after me.
Daxter has a turn right after you. A nat 20.
We did it!
Daxter looks at me. I look at Daxter. I grab him and I toss him into the air where this thing is and bites the jugular and he goes, "Arr!"
So Daxter critically bit a chunk out of this thing's neck, and as Daxter falls back into your arms, the thing's head just sort of slumps downwards, rolls forward and off of the rest of its body.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Now we had our little adventure. We finally killed something. Both of you, please leave my room.
Real quick, can I just check the beast for poison or item or
whatever you want
gifts
to
or?
do. Yes.
I dragged them out the room. Cleared the room for you.
Sort of drag them out of the
It's
room.
fine. There's like a little blood stains like
this
falling
awkward,
out.
tense scene, and Kennard's just dragging bodies out there.
Don't mind me, you guys.
They bump into something.
Mo hasn't left. You're right. I don't know you. And I'm sorry I brought the flyer out. I was just a little afraid. Because someone could be following us. And I can't help you with these people if you don't tell me who they are. And you can't run from them forever. And you can't take them on alone. Whenever you're ready to talk about it, I've got some big cat ears. So I'm here to listen, and you've called me out on my lying. I think that's my way of making sure that no one knows who I am. But that sounds like a pretty boring life. Maybe we both should try something else.
I think my life deserves a bit of boring. So maybe agree to disagree. But I appreciate your words. I do understand that I am putting us at risk. This is the first I've heard of this. The king only told me to run because he assumed that somebody would be after me. There was a siege, and his last words were to be kind and to run. I'm kind to Kanar sometimes. I let him hold my hand today. I didn't want to at all. It was so wet. His hands are so slimy.
They're very sweaty. But
I'm right outside the door, and I want to say, as an archer, my hands are not sweaty. Did you not see that awesome shot that I did?
Were you nervous
at the nape?
Kennar, can you...
Kanar,
And I say this with every bit of love in my heart. Can you kindly fuck off right now?
I say this with every kindly moment in my being and whatnot. Please.
They say enemies are easier to forgive than your friends, but y'all got some serious shit going on where y'all just instantly become friends again. I'm going back to the crow's nest, and Kanar storms off.
Do you know who would have made these posters?
It's clear. The person who wants me is the person who did it. I can guarantee you it was my father.
Your father.
It's a long story. Maybe another time.
Okay. Yeah, maybe another time.
So with these two corpses,
I look at its eyes. I check, for shell stuff that I could rip off. Maybe use that for armor. I take some of the poison to use on my arrows.
all right, make a survival check.
Yeah. 18.
Ooh, okay. You can collect some of the poison from the glands in the claws.
Dope.
You also think that you could fashion like a shield out of the carapaces of these creatures?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I start to push my bed away from the fucking hole under it.
I mean, there wouldn't be a hole in mine because the monsters
It's like
are
there's a
gone.
goddamn hole under my
You scooch the bed away, and the floor is just back to normal.
So fucking weird. All right. Daxter, I pull up my bag that I made earlier from Bob's Butcher. I stick my hand into it and I pull out a nice crisp piece of bacon. Daxter, you've been such a good dog today. Here you go. Give him a little piece of bacon and I go, and he returns into a minifigure. And I stick him back
That's
in my
your magic word.
Mo crawls up into the crow's nest where Kanara is. Can I sleep up here tonight?
So cute.
As in like I stay up here, or you just want the space to yourself? This is
don't
kind of my
really-
perch. I like to keep watch.
I know.
Because I don't sleep.
Oh my
I
god,
go into
I already
trance.
regret this. I just don't want to be alone tonight.
Do you want Durbin up here with you?
Yeah, but I'm not trying to I'm going back downstairs.
That's a good idea.
This has been Roll For It episode 4. Thank you guys so much for coming along with us on this journey. How's everybody's characters feeling?
Woof.
Kanar feels cool about finally doing damage, and he forgave Mo.
Yeah, I don't know. Mo's just she doesn't think about what she's doing before she does it. I think that's Mo's, as I'm playing her, I discover, her biggest character flaw and also, good trait. Sometimes it's great and sometimes it gets her into a lot of trouble. And I think that she has been avoiding knowing anyone long enough to, have to think about their feelings. She's kind of feeling friendship again for the first time, and it's confusing for her, but she's starting to try.
Yeah, UA definitely cares for you both. Especially Kanar just sees this poor kid who really just wants to be somebody and be something. And now that she knows that she's putting everybody at risk and in danger, it's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, I didn't know that I had a wanted poster. Everybody, just letting y'all know this. Fun fact, I had no fucking idea. He sent me a text. He's like, hey, some shit's gonna go down. I was like, okay.
Thank you so much for
Bye,
listening
guys.
to season 3 of Roll For It. This has been us, and see you next time.
Bye.
Peace out.
Peace.
Okay, a quick shout out to our patrons. We've got 2 new supporters. Thank you to Philip the Fox Beddingfield and Jackie Gentleheart Mac. If you guys love our show, consider following us on Patreon and you'll get your own pirate names, and we will love you.